Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And give this video a like up. Y&R the Restless spoilers for next week reveal Sharon Newman's descent into madness, as she finally takes drastic action after weeks of torment. The ghost of dead Cameron Kirsten haunts her. Sharon's mental health has been spiraling out of control, and it looks like she's about to hit rock bottom. Earlier this week, Sharon told Daniel Romalotti that he should leave town with his girlfriend Heather Stevens and their daughter Lucy Romalotti. She was trying to protect them from her inner darkness. It manifested in the form of creepy hallucinations of Cameron. The Y&R the Restless spoilers saw Mariah Copeland, Cameron Grimes, catches her mom Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, in a big lie. She claimed she was on a business trip in Madison, Wisconsin. But when Mariah went to check on her at the hotel, Sharon wasn't there. She called her mom, demanding answers, but Sharon panicked and hung up. When Mariah called back, her mother lost her temper. She raged about feeling suffocated by Mariah, Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, and Faith Newman's, Ray Lancaster, attempts to stage an intervention. She refused to tell Mariah where she really was, saying she needed to go off the grid. In reality, on Y&R the Restless, Sharon is holed up in a seedy motel. She's having scary conversations with her hallucination of Cameron Kirsten, Lyndon Ashby. Now, Nick is desperate to find her and plans to talk to his ex-wife's doctor. He hopes he can intervene if she's a danger to herself or others. But first, they need to know where Sharon Newman is. Friday, September 27th on Y&R marks Sharon Case's 30th anniversary on the CBS soap opera. Instead of a typical clip show tribute, the episode will be devoted to Sharon hitting rock bottom and potentially doing something deadly to someone else. Y&R spoilers confirm that Maria reports back to Nick about Sharon's erratic behavior, so he, Mariah, and Faith must find her. They question Daniel Romalotti, Michael Grazziti, hoping Sharon might have mentioned her plans to him. Daniel worries when he learns they can't find Sharon, especially after her recent unhinged behavior towards him and his family. Meanwhile, she tells hallucination Cameron about a nightmare she had where Daniel was hurt and bleeding. On Y&R the Restless, Cameron creepily encourages her to make her dreams come true, reminding Sharon that these dark ideas are her own. Things take a very dark turn as we see her alone in the woods at night. She looks scared and distraught. Then, she asks herself how this happened and how she'll ever get out of it. It seems like she may have done something terrible, possibly to Daniel, as she's been so fixated on him lately. Sharon might have lured Daniel out to meet her under the guise of needing help. He feels guilty about his role in her daughter Cassie Newman's death. After learning from Nick, Mariah, and Faith that Sharon is missing, Daniel would help her, which might put him in danger. Y&R Restless spoilers see that in her unmedicated spiraling state, Sharon may think it's Cameron hurting Daniel. She may watch detached from reality. If she does assault someone, her family will hopefully get Sharon admitted to Fairview. On Y&R the Restless, they can get a psychiatric hospital to issue a 5150 hold to evaluate her. She's a danger to others and possibly herself. Nick plans to contact her psychiatrist about her condition. That could lead to getting her the help she desperately needs. Y&R viewers see next week if Daniel ends up a bloody mess at Sharon Newman's hands, or if she targets someone else in her mental health crisis. Sharon Newman, a beloved character on the Y&R the Restless, has faced her fair share of heartbreak and turmoil over the years, but next week promises to throw her into one of the most harrowing storylines yet. Fans of the long-running daytime soap opera are bracing themselves for an emotional roller coaster as Sharon's world is shaken to its core by an unexpected nightmare that threatens to upend everything she holds dear. The week begins innocently enough for Sharon. At Crimson Lights, her cherished coffeehouse and safe haven, she's in her element, balancing her roles as a businesswoman, mother, and confidant. Her connection with Nick Newman seems stronger than ever as they reminisce about their shared past and look toward a hopeful future. However, as is often the case in Genoa City, peace is fleeting. On Monday, Sharon starts to feel a creeping sense of unease. It begins with small, seemingly innocuous occurrences. A mysterious phone call with no one on the other end and a bouquet of flowers delivered anonymously to Crimson Lights. At first, she brushes these off as coincidences, but viewers know better. This is just the beginning of something far more sinister. By midweek, Sharon's unease escalates into outright fear. She receives a chilling letter that dredges up painful memories of her past. The letter, written in a style reminiscent of someone she thought she'd left behind, hints at secrets she's long buried. As Sharon reads the words, her hands tremble, and her mind races to piece together the puzzle. Could it be an old foe seeking revenge, or perhaps a new enemy who's unearthed something from her tumultuous history? Meanwhile, her loved ones begin to notice her growing distress. Faith, her daughter, worries that her mother's cheerful facade is starting to crack. Nick, ever the protective ex-husband, presses Sharon for answers, but she's reluctant to share the full extent of her fears. Sharon's hesitation stems from a desire to protect her family, but it also leaves her isolated, making her all the more vulnerable to the storm that's brewing. By Thursday, Sharon's nightmare takes a terrifying turn. After closing up Crimson Lights late at night, she's startled by the feeling of being watched. The dimly lit coffee house, usually a place of warmth and community, transforms into a setting for dread. As Sharon locks the doors and heads to her car, a shadowy figure lurks nearby. The camera pans to Sharon's face, capturing her growing paranoia as footsteps echo behind her. She turns, but no one is there. The tension is palpable, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats. Back at home, Sharon tries to gather her thoughts. She rifles through old letters and photos, searching for clues that might explain the sudden resurgence of her past. Her investigation leads her to recall events she'd rather forget: a toxic relationship, a tragic loss, and a series of choices that still haunt her. These flashbacks provide longtime fans with a bittersweet trip down memory lane, while offering newcomers insight into Sharon's complex character. Friday's episode delivers the week's most shocking twist. Sharon awakens from a restless sleep to find her house in disarray. Furniture is overturned, picture frames are shattered, and a threatening message is scrawled across her mirror in red lipstick: "You can't escape your past." The sight leaves Sharon frozen in terror, and the episode ends on a cliffhanger as she reaches for her phone to call for help. As the week unfolds, several suspects come into focus. Could Adam Newman, her former lover with a history of dark deeds, be involved? While their relationship has softened in recent months, Adam's penchant for secrecy leaves room for doubt. Or could it be Cameron Kirsten, a dangerous figure from Sharon's past, who's made her life a living hell before? The possibility of his return sends shivers down her spine and fuels speculation among fans. Another intriguing possibility is that Sharon's tormentor might be someone entirely new. Genoa City has no shortage of schemers and villains, and Sharon's role as a central figure in the community often puts her in harm's way. The writers of The Young and the Restless have a knack for introducing unexpected twists, and this storyline is ripe for a shocking revelation. While Sharon struggles to uncover the truth, her friends and family rally around her. Ray Rosales, her late husband's brother and a detective with a strong sense of justice, takes a personal interest in the case. His involvement adds a layer of intrigue, as Ray must navigate the blurred lines between his professional duties and his personal concern for Sharon. Meanwhile, Nick and Faith become her pillars of support, reminding viewers of the enduring strength of family bonds in the face of adversity. As the week draws to a close, Sharon's nightmare leaves viewers with more questions than answers. Who is behind the threats, and what do they want? How will Sharon's past come back to haunt her, and what impact will this have on her future? The stage is set for an explosive storyline that promises to keep fans glued to their screens. This storyline also serves as a testament to Sharon Case's acting prowess. As Sharon Newman, she brings depth and authenticity to every scene, capturing the character's vulnerability and resilience in equal measure. Fans can expect a tour de force performance as Sharon grapples with fear, uncertainty, and the enduring strength that has defined her journey on The Young and the Restless. In the coming weeks, The Young and the Restless is sure to deliver the twists and turns that have made it a daytime television staple for decades. Sharon's nightmare is just the beginning of a storyline that promises to test her limits and remind viewers why she remains one of City's most compelling characters. As the mystery unfolds, fans will undoubtedly be counting down the days until the next episode, eager to see how Sharon's story plays out.